My name is Jessie Hughes. I am a previous surrogate with Hatch, and I am in the middle of my second journey. I just got my medical clearance yesterday, and I'm excited to start again. This is my husband, David.
The first time she told me, I was a little taken back for a second, but I knew there was something that was very important to her. And she's a great mom, and it's just something that she's always wanted to do, is to provide that for somebody else. So I was excited by it, really. It took me a little while to kind of get my mind, prepared for it. But yeah, once I came around to it, I was excited for her. For me, it was great. I really just supported her. So she'd get off the phone call with whoever she was speaking to that day, and she'd be excited, and she'd be telling me all about it and where we're going and what we're doing and where she's at in the journey and all that stuff. And so it was really cool to watch her go through that. And like I tell everybody, I'm just here to support her. So it was fun though. It was exciting. I really had no doubt that she would do it again from the minute that she said it the first time. I said, if there's an opportunity, she'll do it again. But like I said, that's just her personality. She's a giver. She loves helping people, and it's something she's always wanted to do. So.
Well, he knows that I was one of those people that just always liked being pregnant. I never had any big issues. I know some people, that's the worst part of it for them. I just love it. I love that feeling, and he knows that was something that I had always thought about. I remember I kind of threw it out one time, and he's like, oh, okay, yeah, and it kind of went by the wayside. And then we actually were watching a show, and it had a surrogate on there, and I just was like, yeah, for sure I'm gonna do that. Like, I'm being serious. And he's like, yeah, okay. And then the next day he came home from work, and I was like, oh, I signed up, just so you know. Like, I just signed up for a surrogacy just to see what happened. And he said, me even hearing him say that it took him a minute was surprising, because he really never said anything. He never wavered. He didn't seem like he was unsure. He just was like, okay, if that's what you want to do, that's what we'll do. No problem. Okay. So maybe in his head it was a little more scary than what he let on, but I never really had to talk him into it. And the kids, I thought maybe my kids would be a little like, oh, okay, a little thrown off, but they were really all about it at first too. It was really awesome. I didn't have a problem getting everybody on board. So it was actually a really cool opportunity. My kids are older. I have 3 teens. I have a 19, a 16, and a 15-year-old. So they didn't really get to see the pregnancy or experience any of that. So trying to incorporate it and let them see the steps and how it went, and we shared the ultrasound pictures and things like that. It was really cool. So it honestly, it came really naturally into our life. It wasn't any big change of events or anything that we really needed to change our lifestyle for. It just all went really smooth, so it was great. So I actually had applied to 2 agencies. Hatch was the first place that reached out to me. The other place sent like a default email that didn't seem very personal or anything. I got a phone call from Hatch, which was great. I honestly have not spoken to anybody that wasn't really welcoming, really understanding. I text still with everybody along my first journey. Even though during my second journey I might have different people assigned to me, I still can reach out to anybody at any time. Everything went so smoothly and great that I really had no doubts about just sticking with Hatch for the second journey. I think there was a couple. Once we got the confirmation that I was expecting, I was lucky enough to have my intended parent there at the first ultrasound to see the actual ultrasound, and that yes, indeed, that is a heartbeat. That was great. You can almost see them. Most of the time, these people have struggled in these journeys, had losses, had heartache. So you can see them have a guard up until you physically see that ultrasound and physically see that heartbeat and get the okay from the doctor. That is great. Seeing like the, like, all right. I know there's a lot from the first ultrasound to the actual delivery. There's a lot of times where you're holding your breath and hoping, right? But that is the first, like, okay, we're doing this. This is great. This is confirmation. Things are awesome, That was one. And then obviously the delivery, seeing that parent with the baby, and getting pictures after and seeing what personality the baby has, what things the baby's doing. And it's cool. It's a cool feeling thinking, man, that's awesome that I helped do that. That's what it's all about. Oh, we text all the time. I get pictures all the time. I get sleep schedule still. He's almost about 6 months now, so we're still really close. She's super excited about my second journey. She's pumping me up, wanting to know where I'm at in the process. So we're still really close. It's really great. Well, to me, it was just what I mentioned earlier. Everybody makes it feel really personal. It doesn't feel like you're just going through the motions of a company. I've had people, if I have a question and they're not even sure really what I'm looking for, what to answer, they'll call me right away maybe and say, hey, I'm just trying to dive in a little deeper. What is it that exactly you're looking for? I've never felt pushed off to the side or anything. If they don't know an answer, that I get honesty and, hey, you know what? I'm not sure, but let me have someone look into that for you, and I get an answer back quickly. It's never short of communication, and this is especially your first time around. That's the main thing, right? You've never done this before. You have no idea what the steps are, what it's going to be like, what the process is going to be like, whether it's something as big as what happens through medical clearance or something as small as what happens in the delivery room post-delivery. What does that look like from beginning to end? They're there, and recovery even, like, hey, it's been a few weeks, how are you doing, what's going on? You never feel like it's not personal, and that's important to me. Make sure that you are matching with your instincts. I think the reason that I'm so excited and was so eager to jump into my second journey is because I had such a good match the first time. Everything went really smoothly. I can tell communication was going to be good. Make sure that who you're matching with is on the same wavelength as you as far as how do you like to talk? Are you cool with the text every other day? Are you more of, I'm just more of wanting to go through this journey solo and we'll be in communication for the big points? Do I want to have communication after? I think that's the main thing. If we weren't on the same wavelength with what we're looking for out of this journey, I think that would be the hardest thing. So you want to make sure that you're matching, not just to match and go on to the next step, but you know that that's the person that you're ready to provide this for and go through the ups and downs with, because it's not always going to be a positive journey, right? It could be hurt along the way. There could be sadness along the way. You want to make sure whoever you're going through this with, it's a good match.
Happy wife, happy life. right? It's her journey, right? So you support her and whatever it is that she needs, really. I mean, that's the key. That's the key to life, but especially with the journey, because there's a lot of emotion involved in it. So good and bad, like she said, but it's mostly good, right? But yeah, just be supportive. Listen, keep your lips zipped, and listen when she says what if she's complaining or she's happy, or like I said, you're there for support. So support.